Bankai 不死の向上捧げるさ俺の血と命をな
Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming into the video brought to you by me. So shout out to Lufa Tips, bro. I appreciate you allowing me to do this showcase on your Shuhei with that Max Transcendent Tokyo on the side. Okay. So we are rocking a character that is a Soul Reaper with an Arankar killer. Now Shuhei does have weaken on all of his attacks as well as a debuff on his ultimate. I'm not quite sure exactly what the damage output will be on the debuff, and I'd love to actually see exactly what the stat decrease actually is. And yeah, so getting into the character himself, we are rocking, how much spiritual pressure is that? 3665 spiritual pressure, along with 457 focus and 1077 attack. The character does have level 10 SP, so he is going to be rocking a ton of SP. Zeta Ball, Lieutenant's Badge, and Fortification Pill. This is going to help take care of the enemies that are underground. I think this is probably going to be his best build. I will switch out the Zeta Ball for a Tension Tie and compare like the runs. He will have killer advantage against some of the enemies there. Now going into his actual skills, he has a Bruiser of 20%, Berserker 20%, Devastation 40%, Nullify melee resistance, so you can actually take them into both melee and range versions of Guild Quest, or of course like you can use him as a range character for something like Extreme Co-op, which I think is actually pretty good. I'm actually glad that they're actually adding that for some of the characters. Havoc 20%, which means that the range on this character is going to be nuts. Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, and Sprinter plus 1. He has hidden enemies because of the Zeta Ball, and without further ado, let's get into this character and see exactly what he can do. Now, he does have some flaws, and he definitely does feel kind of like a vanilla character, which we'll get into that in a bit. Let's go into Inheritance Zone. Now, I wish he had a little more differentiating stuff. Like right now, for me, the only real thing that differentiates him is the fact that he can be played as a range or melee, which I think is fine to a degree, but I kind of wish for more nowadays. Like, for example, Hikone with his Disabler is good. Guard Break would have been nice. Like, if they gave him a Marauder instead of the Groot, he would have been, like, literally perfect. Minus his second strong attack, which we'll get into in a second. So, first strong attack, kind of plain and simple. Just a standard lunge strong attack. Third strong attack is going to be a standard full screen third strong attack with 1200 radius. Oops, that's what I get for not paying attention. And then his second strong attack actually keeps you in place. As you can see here, I'm trying to flash step out, but I can't, which I think definitely holds him back quite a bit. The fact that you can't flash step out means that you're going to actually be in a very at risk position should you be going up against enemies like Epic Raids, where they don't care about your invincibility frames on your strong attacks. Besides that, though, it definitely hits like a truck, and it definitely does do its job. So going into here, this should take care of the room. Oh, not quite able to finish that guy off. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I mean, he's still performing just fine. I need to just place his AoEs a bit better, I suppose. Over here should be good. Into first strong attack, as you can see here, just able to cleave just fine. There are some underground enemies, so just like placing that'll be alright. So let's check out the damage on his second strong attack. Almost able to one-shot, and we procced weakening on him. Dude, I switched to Rukia just so that he didn't get one-shot by the ultimate, because I wasn't planning to dodge, but that's kind of nasty. $55K for the crit. That's nuts. Alright, so we're gonna run it back and see exactly what we can do with his ultimate on Ulquiorra. We shouldn't one-shot the Ulquiorra, so we should be able to get a good look at what the debuff and the weakening together actually does. I know that I brought an ally. I'm hoping that the ally doesn't really help all that much, but yeah, we'll see about that. That third strong attack is pretty damn good, not gonna lie. That 1200 radius is just nuts. Okay. Nice, look at that. Alright, so we're gonna go in, flash step, use our ultimate, and check out the damage on the damage numbers on Ulquiorra himself. There it is. Damn, 79k, and that's without a crit, by the way. Crits are an extra I believe crits are an extra 20% damage. 20% damage. Let's bring out the calculator. Assuming that it was that. 0.2. Yeah, so we're effectively dealing like near double damage when we crit. That's actually quite crazy. So the 79,000 would have turned into like 94,000 should it be 20%. I'm like 80% sure that it's 20% extra damage for the crit. Either way, that's still significant damage increase. I don't want to switch to a tension tie anymore because I actually want to test out that number, but I want to test out other things. So let's switch this out. Alright, so let's switch that out for the hunting cap. Now this run is definitely going to be slower because there are some underground enemies if I remember correctly. However, we're going to have more spiritual pressure. And if we can get that crit on that ultimate, we already know that his ultimate deals 55k with a crit, right? This is where having a dupe is nice, because then you can just unlock the focus slot and you're guaranteed to crit 100% of the time. Not quite able to hit this enemy. Definitely a lot slower this time around. Does hit behind you. That's actually pretty good. I wasn't sure if it actually hit behind or not. And it does. Definitely does. $53k without a crit. Ooh, that's so nasty though. $91,000 crit. Yo, what did we say? 94.8k. So we're close. Not quite there, but pretty damn close. So 55k to 91,000. So that is a damage increase of 44%. Not quite the 50% damage bonus that I expected, but still pretty damn good in and of itself. Definitely worth mentioning and definitely worth looking into. Yeah, I mean, but that's pretty much Shuhei in a nutshell. Obviously, he's not going to really be doing all too much in the current guild quest with Captain Week. And then I don't really think he's going to do well too much in PvP. But other than that, for content that he's like... The fact that he can be played as a range and melee character, in my opinion, definitely edges him out as the best Arrancar killer. I do feel like his second strong attack is faster than Senjumaru's, as well as provides more damage than she does. However, I do feel like a barrier can be useful in times, especially like extreme co-op, where you could just like auto content, or perhaps epic raids where you can be a little more lenient, where you step on and you can like take it, the red damage or whatever. So I do feel like each of them has their own place, both Senjumaru and Shuhei, but I do think that Shuhei, like, he just deals more damage. It is what it is. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think about this Bankai Shuhei. I know that he has a lot of criticism against him, just because of the fact that, what's the word I'm looking for? Just because of the fact that he doesn't really do anything in here that he does in the manga in terms of like rapid healing or like immortality or anything like that. So I mean, I guess we'll see how that goes. And yeah, yo knows guys, grind on, catch you up, stay blessed. I wish you the best luck in your summons, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.